Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, I am going to be talking about Lana lore in Dress to Impress, and make sure to subscribe for more Lana lore and Dress to Impress content because I'm on the road to 6,000 subscribers. Okay, so if you didn't know already, I am currently creating a Lana lore series on my channel, and I highly recommend watching the videos before this one if you haven't already. The playlist will be linked in the description down below so you guys can go check out those videos before you watch this one because it can be a little bit confusing if you haven't seen my other videos. So in this video, I'm pretty much going to be talking about what Lana and Fortress Awakening and a new character was talking about a couple of days ago in game, because unfortunately I couldn't add it in my last video because the video was just too long and I was getting a headache and I needed to lay down. So I decided to make an entire video dedicated to what they were saying in the chat, and I'm just going to be including the things that I think are important for the lore, and it is very interesting. And also keep in mind, there is a lot of screenshots, but these are not from me. I did not take any of these screenshots because I unfortunately was not in the game. So full credits go to the people who actually took these screenshots and posted them so I can show you guys. And also keep in mind, I'm not 100% sure what is the correct time order of when they actually said these things. I'm just gonna break this video up into different things and different topics that they brought up. So something that was pretty big is the fact that Lana is under medication, and there was someone that was stopping her from talking to the people. Anytime she would really talk to people, they would tell her to stop and that she needs to go rest or she needs medication and stuff like that. So maybe this person is taking away Lana because they know that the people are going to tell Lana the truth of what's happening, because Lana is blinded by what's actually happened. And there are a few screenshots that I want to bring up in particular. The first one is Lana talking about that she needs the medication because she's fitting into her new body. And as we know, this is a Lana doppelganger of the real Lana. So this just made me wonder if she is going to completely transform into something else, or she's just talking about like her current form as a Lana clone and stuff like that because she might be getting used to it or something. I'm not 100% sure what she could have meant by this. We haven't even seen Lana and what she truly looks like. So maybe she is transforming into something else. And in the next screenshot, this one I do find a little bit weird. I think it might be a little glitch, honestly. But it does give us a hint at who was talking to Lana, which we can safely assume was the Fortress Awakening person. But in this screenshot, it says, Lana, you must stop now and stop talking to them and stuff like that. And at the top, you can see Fortress Awakening's name kind of mixed in with the Lana Does Nails username. So as you can tell, it probably was like a little glitch, but we can safely assume it's the Fortress Awakening person that is persuading Lana, or it could be that painting that we saw before, because there was like a note that I showed in my last video that said I appear in her dreams persuading her and stuff like that. So maybe it's either the painting or Fortress Awakening. So this topic isn't really a surprise since I did mention it in my last video, but Gigi was killed by Fortress Awakening, and there was just a chat bubble of Lana basically saying how Gigi is going to be erased from her life and stuff like that. And I just wanted to include this in the video because it was what Lana said, but we already know that Gigi is dead. And then they brought up how there is actually a new coterie, which basically means that they are all working together in a group, and they refer to them specifically as sheep or something similar to that. And there's actually a role name called the Herd in the play group, and it has 4 people in it. And they also said Jasmine will join them shortly, which we can safely assume means Jasmine's gonna join the coterie. I'm not really sure the context behind this specific screenshot, but I'm gonna safely assume it means that she's gonna join the coterie since she's already in the herd group. Or she is going to join all of the dead people because, as we know, they are sacrificing the people in the coterie for souls to probably like feed the building that they're in and to gain more power. And then this is when the new character was introduced, and they actually brought up where Nathan was and that they knew where Nathan was hiding. And if you don't know who Nathan is the person that killed Lana with Nelly. So Nathan and Nelly definitely have some sort of bond going on, and Lana also brought that up and also said how she does not want them to be in the same cell because of that. And going back to the new character talking about where Nathan is, they actually said where Nathan is, and apparently he is hiding out in the questionnaire game, and apparently the Fortress Awakening person is going to send people to get him. So I have a feeling we're gonna see Nathan soon, unfortunately, unless he gets away, but I seriously doubt that. And throughout this entire conversation between Lana, Fortress Awakening, and everyone that was in the game, of course everyone was trying to warn Lana, but she was not believing anything that people were saying because Fortress Awakening kept lying and manipulating Lana, and we literally saw it happen because he said that there was no Lana clones, and he also said that he doesn't even have a secret lair when we all know that he has all of that. So he was just lying to everyone, and we know that he has tendencies to manipulate and lie because he literally said it in his note. And then they talked about what is behind the big door, and it's basically just a main plaza that they said, and how they abandoned the questionnaire game. So I'm assuming this is going to be like their new questionnaire game where they're going to talk to people. And Lana has said multiple times that once that door opens and she can finally see all of us. So I'm assuming that we're actually gonna be able to see them and talk to them and ask them questions. However, Lana did say it's not gonna open until far after, so I'm not exactly sure when the final door is going to open. I'm assuming it's going to be something big, and all of the doors that have been opening have been pretty big rooms, so I can't imagine how big the plaza is going to be. And Fortress Awakening did say that they still need to tidy up and stuff like that, so I'm assuming they're still working on making it. And then Fortress Awakening brought up the real Lana and basically how he was making all of the Lana clones, which I do find ironic because he was literally just saying that he doesn't have any Lana clones. But he did mention how he is making them. So he said,
Lana's soul still had essence in it after she died. I call myself a scientist. Some might call me a mad scientist. I have my ways, yet I will not disclose them.
Which I'm assuming he's referring to the Lana that Nelly and Nathan killed. However, this can still reflect back to the real Lana, because if you guys remember, in my theory, I think that the real Lana is dead and he was just using her soul, and this basically confirms how he's making all of the other Lana doppelgangers because of what he said. And now let's get into what they were saying about Nelly. So of course they brought up how they have Nelly in captivity and they don't have Nathan, but we already know this because of the banging at the door that I showcased in one of my videos, and also because of the note that's there and it says excuse Nelly's like wailing or something like that. And that's how we know that they have Nelly in captivity. And they also mentioned before that they don't have Nathan and they're trying to find Nathan, which I did see a theory that someone commented, and I did bring it up in my last video about how the Lana doppelganger that's in the basement is actually Nelly. However, my theory was that it was the real Lana and she's kind of like conflicting between what's reality and what's fake and stuff like that. But someone did say how it could be Nelly because it did say in one of the notes how the souls split. So Nelly's soul could still be in the basement, like half of her, and then the other half could be at the door still knocking. And that's how there was still knocking in that room, which does make a lot of sense for that theory. However, Fortress Awakening then said how they are going to execute her publicly soon. And then he also brought up how her life is prolonged for now, which basically means continuing to live a life for a long time. And if we go off of the Nelly theory, this could mean because her soul is split, it's taking a longer time to actually execute her because she's living two different lives basically. And if we also continue to go off of this theory, that means there is a chance that Nelly could survive this execution because half of her soul would be in the Lana doppelganger. However, Fortress Awakening did create that doppelganger, so I'm not 100% sure if he would like forget and just casually leave that clone to live, but we'll see. And when the new character was saying goodbye to everyone, they made a spelling mistake and said I instead of we, which I find very weird because how would you make that spelling mistake? And I have a feeling that that is actually Fortress Awakening's true form, and that's actually who he is.